Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Mobile Bay Prepper. It's Wednesday afternoon. Out here drinking a beer. Got back last night late, around 11:30 midnight, from our trip to Arizona. My wife and my son and I, we went out to Arizona for 4 or 5 days to visit her mom and stepdad, and around the Phoenix area, Apache Junction. We rented a little Airbnb out there and stayed there. It was nice, nice and wet. Normally it's wet and humid down here in the South, in South Alabama. Hell, off and on year round. Wintertime, summer, don't matter. But and the desert's dry most of the time. But hell, we get out there and it was freaking for about 2.5 days. It was raining and 100% humidity. Go figure that shit. But it is what it is. I guess we brought the rain with us. But anyway, we had a good time. It cleared up last day and a half we were there, and so we made the best of it. We went on some hikes and went to a cave and took some good pictures and ate some good food and drank some good beer. But overall it was a good time, and we can't wait to go back. But I brought back some little cuttings and cactus cuttings and some seeds that I bought at the botanical garden out there while we were there, and I'm gonna see how I can get them to grow here in my greenhouse. I love doing that kind of stuff, just trying to grow different types of plants that I've never grown before that's not supposed to grow here, and see if I can just make it work. It's just fun. It's a challenge, and so I'm out here right now. I went and bought some cactus soil and some gravel and some sand. I kind of mixing that sand in there and make it real good for drainage, And anyway, been out here messing with that the past couple of hours. I brought back some of these little pods, little cactus pods. They have the seeds in them. These barrel cactus, and I got multiple types of seeds. The saguaro cactus. I got quite a bit of those, and it takes a long time for those to grow, but I just figured, hell, I'll just try it anyway, just to see what happens. I got some Joshua tree. I got some prickly pear cactus, which we have some of these. These are native to Alabama here on the coast. I'm not sure if it's the exact same species exactly, but it's pretty much the same thing as prickly pear. And I got some Oregon pipe cactus. I got some hummingbird garden. I'm sure that's just some random stuff. Some different agave. I got some different types of cactus here. Strawberry hedgehog cactus. I got mixed, your mixed dish garden cactus. Just a bunch of random stuff. I think it looks like the old man cactus right there. I got these dipper gourd seeds. I'm gonna try those out. Probably wait till spring to do those. And I got some ocotillo seeds. We're gonna try that. And this was just some peppers that I got out there, some matchbox peppers. But I went ahead and planted those now, just to see if I could get them to go ahead and get an early start. But yeah, I went ahead and got a little area set up here. I went this morning, like I said, to Home Depot, got me some pots and soil and stuff, and just gonna try and see what I can do now. These are some of the cuttings I got. I'm not sure about some of this stuff, but some of this moss, it looked like it was dead, but when you water it, it just perks right back up. Desert moss or whatever it is. This stuff here, I got some kind of cactus. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but some of the stuff like this I already had. Somebody gave this to me about a week or two ago. But this is fire sticks cactus here, and when it gets to going and gets bushed out real good in the summer, it turns orange on the top. It's real bright orange. We saw a lot of this out in Arizona, and I had to have some to bring back here. But got a few rocks from Arizona here, and then just some other random stuff I had, seeds that I'm trying to get to start, which is going to take a while. But anyway, So that's what I got going on in here. Just trying to play around with that stuff today. And I'm trying to repurpose. My wife brought home some chicken for lunch. I'm repurposing this chicken box or whatever. I'm gonna start some seeds in that. Gotta repurpose when you can. Let's take a look out in the garden here, see what kind of growth we got while I was gone. We got some, come on. I got some spinach coming on. Got some spinach in here in this area. Some of this stuff I can't even remember what I planted. I think I planted some red acre cabbage here. I got seedlings coming on up here. My alfalfa pellets, they done, you know, starting to break down real good. Kind of, they were pellets, and when we got a heavy rain last week here, and it just broke them all up. So they're starting to spread on out and break on down. These are some onions I planted from seed. See those? They're sprouting out real nice. That little bunch there, that's good. And I got some other stuff over here. I think that's some cabbage over there, cabbage sprouts. Now these here took a while to come on up. This was just a bunch of seeds I had that were kind of random. It's a bunch of, it's a mix of collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens, and rutabagas. And what happened was that these seedlings were, you know, coming up from seeds that were about 3 or 4 years old. And I just threw them out here to see if they'd sprout, and you know, they come on up. But what happened was a bag, a little seed pack that I had in a Ziploc bag, it busted open, and I couldn't tell what was what, so I just went ahead and kept them just to, you know, save them and see if I can grow them later on. And yeah, they come on up, so it's a bunch of random stuff. And this here's this is my spinach that I planted in here about 2 weeks ago or so. It's coming on up. Garlic over here, collard is doing fine. I'm gonna start to thin these out here soon once they get a really good start, you know. I grew quite a bit of garlic this year. I got some asparagus starting to throw on some spears right here. See the spears starting to come on? So I've got to plant these in the ground. I'm gonna I'll probably make a bed right here. I'm gonna add a little bit more wood and some more garden soil in this area and get this other asparagus out of this little plastic bed here and add it to it, and probably just make a permanent little asparagus area right in here. Of course, I got my red acre cabbage and onions, multiplying onions over here. They're coming on pretty good. And then I got my I think this is turnips and mustards, or I can't remember. I was probably drinking a beer whenever I planted them, but they're coming on right in here, you can see. But I was kind of in a hurry when I planted all this stuff a week or two ago, because it was getting late in the season and I wanted to go ahead and get everything in the ground before it got too late, you know. And so and then of course I've got tomato seeds popping up from just being in the soil from last summer. And then of course I got my strawberries that I had left over from last summer, and I got a bunch of chocolate mint in here spreading on out, and, along with strawberries. But anyway, that's what's going on. Stuff's starting to come on up. I got lettuce in here, and yeah, it's coming on up. Like I said, I had a late start, but everything's looking good. As long as we don't get a crazy freeze, you know, while they're tender and young. Let's come on over here real quick before I end the video and take a look at my side beds on the north side of my house. They're not getting direct sun, and I just kind of wanted to test the beds out and see what will grow over here in indirect sun. I got a bunch of romaine here. It's looking good. And these are a bunch of radishes, but I've been told that you don't need direct sun for stuff like this, so I'm gonna see. Hey, hell, it looks good so far. And then these are my blueberry bushes. I just threw some soil. I didn't plant nothing, you know, in along with these these blueberry bushes this year. I just threw some soil in there, some topsoil and some compost and some alfalfa pellets, just so it can break down for the spring. And then I've got some bok choy in this bed here. I had a bunch of old seeds that I was trying to get rid of, so I just went ahead and planted them all, and hell, it looks like they all came up. And I did not plant anything in this bed here. I still got to do something with it. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do, but that's pretty much it. That's what's going on. It's you know, early December, and hell, today it feels like it's, you know, 70 degrees out here right now. So of course I got my satsumas I need to pick. Satsumas on the tree, all up in there. This is an old tree. It froze back several years ago, and I think it got a disease in it, and it's starting to kind of slowly die, but it's holding out. But anyway, that's what's going on. Got to get back to work tomorrow and get back at it, make some more money so I can buy some more plants, right? All right. Well, anyway, y'all take her easy, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.